name is Sjoerd de Jong, also known as Haurensis, and I started out with game development in 1999 by modding the original Unreal. From Unreal I moved on to modding on Tournament. I created 24 standalone levels for that game, as well as several of its biggest mods, Excedia and Operation Apali. In 2003 it was that work that got me into the games industry. I started out with a small job for Streamline Studios, after which I was contracted by Epic Games to work on Anno Tournament 2004 as a level designer. I made 7 of the official levels, including the 2 demo levels Tolan and Rankin. After that contract, I was hired by Guerrilla Games and I worked on Shellshock NAM 67 for a year, and a bit on the first Killzone. I then moved on to Kaon Games, where I worked on the big Unreal Engine 2 MMORPG The Chronicles of Spellborn, while in the meantime I wrote my 2 books, and I took on contracts for Digital Extreme, on the Unreal Engine 2 shooter Warpath, and for WebSen on the Unreal Engine 3 game Huxley. After all that, I was employed by Starbreeze, and I worked on Syndicate for a while, followed by the startup of my own company Theodol Studios. At Theodol Studios, I directed and I worked on our Unreal Engine 3 game The Ball and the UDK game Unmechanical. While working for my own studio, I also took on a contract for Plastic Piranha, as well as for several other smaller clients. Plus all of that aside, I'm also responsible for large bits of Sweden's prime game development indication Future Games nowadays. I wrote my first tutorial sometime around 2002, and I've over the years built out my website haurensis.com into a tutorial and training focused site. Welcome to this lighting video. As my other videos in this series, the goal of this video is to make your production ready. While placing lights is easy and well documented, placing and configuring them correctly is far harder. In this video we will quickly go over the basics, such as the 5 different types of lights found in Unreal and the 3 different ways of rendering light in Unreal, followed by an in-depth look into how lighting is handled, rendered, optimized and organized in Unreal. We will also take a look at how I set up the lighting in the Ball, Unmechanical and Recoil as practical examples. Similarly to my other videos in this series, the video starts out with theory on how everything works and how it is to be set up, followed by the practical application of that theory to an actual level. Included in this video are 3 levels. One assignment level, which we will get back to later, and the finished and unfinished video level seen here. So this is the level we will be lighting out. This is the finished product. It's a small level, it's just an outdoor area, pretty much this. There's one small corridor over here. And there is a corridor on the other side. Within this level we have several different parts, several different features. First of all you have the standard lighting, of course, several lamps, casting light, small lamps over here. But you also have the outdoor lighting, you have the sunlight, some indirect lighting from the sun. The sun casts shadows, which are dynamic shadows actually, and which have beneath those dynamic shadows you have distance field shadows. Another thing we have, for example, here is we have a little pool of water that's casting caustics upwards, so that's the light function. We also have an animated light over here, can't see it here, we have to play the game to see that, but this light is flickering. That's done through Matinee, so that's a different way of animating lights. We have to handle lighting on interpactors, so the doors here. So this is standard interpactor lighting. We have light mapped interpactor lighting over here on this door. Then we have a long rotating pipe here, which is that one. That has a different lighting again, done with light channels. Also the dynamic lights we have used over here, they're optimized with light channels. This thing is animated. It basically flies circles over the level, and it has a spotlight attached to it, which casts shadows and lighting, real-time lighting on the level. It has real-time shadows which are different than the shadows from the sun, so this is a different way of rendering dynamic shadows. So that's another, and it's a moving light. There's some brushes in here, meshes, the settings of the meshes have been tweaked, etc. So the whole thing here covers quite a lot of cases, and it's a good test case I think to work with.